Today's guest has run a country music record label and written a movie script, so obviously his next act had to be leading a cell therapy and regenerative medicine company, right? Welcome to HealthBiz Briefs. I'm David Williams, president of Health Business Group, here with Pete O'Haron, CEO of cell therapy and generative medicine company Fibrobiologics. Pete, thanks for joining me.
Thanks, David. I appreciate you having me.
What are fibroblast cell-based therapies?
Well, fibroblasts are the most common cell found in the human body. And from a small dermal punch about the size of a number 2 pencil eraser, we can regrow most of the human body, and it can develop hundreds of thousands of doses from that. They are comparable to stem cells, but they outperform stem cells. In fact, fibroblasts can become any cell you want, including a stem cell. So if you need a stem cell, you can make one from a fibroblast.
Excellent. Is it true that you've run a country music record label and have written a movie that's in production?
That is true. That is true. I had a record label on Music Row, in Nashville for a number of years, and I've written a couple of screenplays, and one of them is in pre-production.
Outstanding. Well, we'll have to, make room. We'll link to it here once it's actually produced and out there.
Great.
Well, I know you've got a lot of confidence in the fibroblasts, but it's hard enough to develop these novel cell therapies and to get jump through a lot of hoops, costs a lot of money, a lot that has to go right. But even once you get to that approval level, price could end up being a barrier to access. And I wonder how you think about pricing and what's the solution?
Well, I think the pricing is kind of all over the map. You've seen some excessive pricing, I think, that's projected for cell therapy. My guess on that is that the stem cells are so difficult to harvest, manufacture, scale up, ship. So it's a very, I would say, almost unstable cell source compared to fibroblasts. Fibroblasts are much more stable. They're easier to harvest, easier to grow, easier to scale up. So I think that you'll see a much lower cost per treatment for fibroblasts. I will also add that in cell therapy, traditionally, and we may have shot ourselves in the foot with this, but we just do one treatment and hope it cures. We don't. When you go to the pharmacist, they don't hand you one pill through the window. They hand you a bottle of pills. So I think we've put such a burden on cell therapy by saying one treatment is going to cure that patient. And so we're looking at some of our clinical trials of doing multiple treatments to see if we can have more effectiveness with that.
Well, that's it for the latest Health Biz Brief. If you like what you hear, check out my Health Biz podcast for a full-length interview with Pete about his life and multiple careers. Pete O'Haron, CEO of Fibrobiologics, thanks for joining me today on Health Biz Briefs.
Thank you, Dave.